of Horus. Right there. You understand that? They always put, in ancient Egypt, they would put a cobra up at the top. Because the snake was not a bad symbol to us. It was a bad symbol to him because it represented healing to us. And they stole it and put it on the medical symbol. Medical symbol. Medicine. Medicine. Meta. Meta. Ancient Babylon. Persia. Assyria. Medicine. Look at it. Don't believe me. Check it out. When we breathe in as a people, talk to me. What are we breathing in? Right. Do you know something? I'm going to touch on things we know about us. At least 3 times a week you wake up with one nostril closed. Why? I'm not sick. And then the moment I get up out the bed and started moving around, that nostril opens back up. I can fool myself into thinking I'm getting cold. The light's going out. I'm getting a cold. It's either fire goes out, it gets cold, or cool off, and go pop in some drugs that makes me breathe different. Drugs make you breathe hard, and you don't get in that full, what? Say it again? Oxygen. Oxygen. And what do you need to light a fire? Oxygen. And when you breathe out, what are you breathing out? Carbon dioxide. Right? What's the root word of carbon dioxide? And what does fire give off when it burns? I know I sound crazy. I know this sounds far-fetched, but this is what we knew as right knowledge, as the Elohim who only served who? This is what we knew, that that sun was in touch with us, and we're at our best under it. And that's why they moved the better part of us from the southern part of this country to the northern part of the country where we can't function. And if you get down to a hot, or say, well, it's too hot down in Alabama, because that's where you belong. You start talking about something being too hot, you start sounding like the devil. Only reason why it seems too hot to you is because the palate that's inside you is dim. Once that palate is hot again and the heat is coming out, it meets that sun. You with me? That sun in Arabic was called Shams. In Hebrew it's called Shams. It's also Samson. Samson is also Shams. And Samson is identified by what? And his hair. Somebody don't want us to know about the 9 ether. You follow? The 100% in hieroglyphics is written as a 9. 100%. We are the only people with 9 ether. Now, anybody here whose hair is thin and says, well, he's not talking about me. If you get insulted, I feel bad for you, because you didn't feel bad for us when nappy hair was an insult. You didn't comfort us when nappy hair was an insult. You paraded around with your hair brushed straight and wavy. And that's our people, that's you. We all the same family. But you didn't step in and give us that tutoring. We call ourselves picky head, naughty head, nappy head, never knowing why they're always sticking hats on us. So they're cutting us off from that flow, from that energy, from who Hagar in the Torah called El Roy. When Hagar left Abraham, again I'm going to say what? Look it up. When Hagar left Abraham, went back in the wilderness right before she went back to Egypt, she did not call on Yahweh, ask an Israelite. Who she called on? She did not call on Elohim. She called on El Roy, which is written Ra, Alif, Yad, which is Ra. El Ra. She was calling on Ra, not the sun, because the language sun is still Shamsa. The word for sun in hieroglyphics is not Ra. They say the disc, that round thing up there looks like a disc that gives off the light that we could see by, because there wasn't no street lights in Egypt. And so Ra and Ra, for see in Arabic is the same. In the Quran it says, don't say Ra'inna, say Unzanna. Don't misuse the word Ra, say it as I see you, not Ra'inna. Right now, look on. You know, and go down to the tafsir, and they say, we don't know what's really being said. We think they're trying to say a Hebrew word, or we think they got a whole bunch of, they don't know what's being said. It's quite simple when we get back into right knowledge. That light and the light inside of you is linked up. That light inside of you is ether and identifies you as the utopia. And when you combine the two, you get Ethiopia, the original people of Pat. That's who we are. We are the ancient Nubians. Ain't no such thing as a Kubulan. Stop lying, Dr. Ben. You can only lie until they get the language, I'm telling you. As long as these people don't have the language, you can lie to them. When they get the language, you can't lie no more. Because the meanings of everything in the scriptures, whether you call it the Bible or Torah, is in the translation of people's names. That's where it's all at. They will not tell you that. Because if they tell you that, you'll start reading the Quran and seeing the people's names. You'll start identifying symbolism with deities and gods. And you'll back away from the stupidity that has kept us down. Why are we down? Because someone has clipped our ether cord from the Elohim. And they teach us to look down. Hold your heads down in prayer, the Christian church says. Drop your heads in solemn prayer. Right? Stand in qiyam and put your hands on your chest and hold that, cover that light. Block that light and drop your head down. When Christianity or Krishna worship or Hinduism no longer worked on you, you understand? Then they came in with Al-Islam. When I say Al-Islam, I'm not talking about real Al-Islam. I'm talking about with Khadija. Now look at this. Rasulullah Muhammad alayhi salatu wassalam. I'm saying that because the Sunnis always say sallallahu alaihi wasallam. I don't know why. They can't pronounce a stupid thing like sallallahu alayhi wasallam. When Rasulullah came down from the mountain, come on, and he said he just had this meeting with this Holy Spirit called Jibreel. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. She took him and took him where? Took her to who? Took him to the paper. Took him to the paper. Waraka. Why was he called Waraka? It tells you. Because he was the keeper of the but was he an Israelite according to them? Or was he a Christian? That's right. So Khadija saw that Muhammad had some vision and she rushed him to the Christians.